Hi Seamus, great to see you tonight at the Wilderness Club in our indoor facility. Just want to recap on what we worked on. So from down the line, which is the other view, I thought was very good. Backswing starting to look nice, club face still a little bit closed, but we're going to keep that and hit like a very strong, flighted little cut. So these are things we worked on tonight. So if we run through the top of your swing, backswing still good, moving off it into that right side, nice turn. We can see here club face a little bit closed, but we're going to keep that. Okay, focus now for me on a couple of things. Firstly is his left hip, for me, never really goes forwards enough, never really sort of shifts. Now it has shifted there, now it's going to back up. This left leg now is sort of going to go this way and snap back, as we can see coming into impact now. We can see here that one that you're on your toe there, okay, so this heel's coming off the ground, but this leg is definitely moving this way. We can see now, look at it snapping back. So if we draw some lines on that for you, so as you come halfway down, I'd say that's as far as it's moved to. So if we draw a line on that there for you, there, good. Now if we come into impact, we can see, look at that, you're moving away from that line with your left leg. There's a big gap of daylight down here, as we can see. So that's the first thing we need to work on, really, is getting that left leg to actually not buckle, not to snap, but actually to move forwards and buckle. And the second thing is your hand action. We can see here, I know it's a bit blurry because we're indoors, but you've got a right cup wrist here. Your wrist is broken there, and your shaft is sort of up here now. If we look here at Robert Rock, two things here, as we can see, as he starts to unwind halfway down, if I draw a line on that leg there, you're going to see that he's going to stay on that or actually keep moving forwards. So we can see there he's moved the other side of that line, where if you remember with yourself, if we go halfway down, you can draw a line there on that leg for you, and then we can see as you come into impact you move away from it, so very differently there than him. But also if you look at your hands again, if I get rid of all these lines for you, look at your hands and then look at his hands, we can see, look at that left arm and the wrist there, is everything's pointing down, so his shaft is at that angle and yours is up there, and all it is your right hand's rotated over, because you tend to like to draw it. So what I want to see that left hip bump forwards, and then from there, as you start to unwind, I want to see the chest turn hard left. I want the club face to stay neutral. Now, when we was indoors, remember we put an alignment stick. If I move Robert Rock back here at setup, we had an alignment stick sticking out here, and obviously that was to give you the feeling that if you flicked it, it would hit your side of your chest. Okay, and that drill started to work well, and then you started to cheat. You started to sort of lift up, and you didn't want it to hit you anymore. So all we're trying to do is keep that club face really passive, turn left hard with the chest and not break the wrist. So another analogy for you is we're in some trees. We want to squeeze it under them trees the first 20 yards. We've got 180 yards to go. We're going to hit a 5-iron and we're going to bullet flight it underneath them trees, and it's got to carry that 180. So we're trying to sort of hit down and left on it with a very neutral club face just to hit that tiny little cut. Okay, and when you started to get it, we got that 7-iron going to between 160 and 163, which is much better carry opposed to sort of 138 to 150. So easy peasy, left hip, move that forwards, get some legs good, turn the arms left, club face stays quiet, and hit down on it, Seamus. Any problems, pop in and see me. Regards your putting, I want you to go left below right with the grip. I want you to have a wider stance, couple of practice strokes. You must start lining up the ball. So what I mean by that is, here's your golf ball. Most of it will have writing on as a straight line. I want you to start lining that up, because when you don't, you tend to aim right and hook your putts in. When you get on the putting green, lay your two sticks down here, put your ball in there, and just work on your stroke up and down these lines here, just making sure your stroke's going up and down nice and straight, and then start to line up the ball and all